What's up, guys? It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. So, excuse me. I have a 2002 Chevy Silverado, as you can see, and I have gone through an enormous amount of repairs and headaches trying to figure out what this P0300 code is and why it's registering. Here's a list of some of the things that I've changed: plugs, wires, ignition coils, some like evap sensor at the top, O2 sensors, trying to think of what else. Mass airflow sensor. I cleaned the mass airflow sensor first and then I replaced the mass airflow sensor. I did the like little fuel pressure sensor line. What it ended up being is this. Well, recently, the other day, I have such a hard time asking people for help, and it keeps biting me in the ass. And I went to a mechanic the other day and I'm like, look, this is what it's doing. And he's like, well, have you tried this and this? And I was like, no. And then the other thing was, one thing was seafoam, to try to do seafoam to clean out the injectors and stuff. And the injectors is literally the only thing I haven't done. And I just didn't want to get into it, and it's not super expensive, but I want you to do the reverse of what I did. I want you to start with the item that I ended with because it's been 5-6 days that I replaced this item, and it has not once done what it was doing before. It was like rough idle, like it was like really weird. And another thing is, I had this start. You know how if you start and like you ever started back in the day, you started a truck and it was just like and it wouldn't kick over because for some reason you weren't getting gas? My truck would always start like that, and it would do that for like 15 turnovers, really fast, not like low anything, like low power or anything like that, but then it would finally get gas. I thought what I'm thinking it was there was gas in my line from a bad fuel pressure regulator. So fuel pressure regulator, and I'm going to zoom in because I can't get up there. If you see that gold thing right there, that's the fuel pressure regulator. Okay, so I did the line right above it. You can see that that's a brand new line going right above it, if that makes sense. This line here, that did not do anything. So changing out that fuel pressure regulator, $17 after all of these problems and literally months and months of headaches. Knock on wood, the check engine light has not come back on, and it's not doing that weird hesitation idle thing. I'm not gonna say it's running perfect necessarily. I think maybe I do need to change out the injectors eventually. I'm going to put a performance chip in really soon. What the hell is that? It's a performance chip that is like, makes it idle better and gives you better gas mileage. It's like $49, and it's not like for speed or anything necessarily. It does help with that, but I'm doing that to get better fuel mileage and better idling and better running and stuff like that. People say in the reviews that it shifts smoother and everything. So cross your fingers. Start with that. I'll put a link in the description below. There was some items where the people were saying the item was no good, so I'm gonna link the one I got. There was one, I think, for like $3 cheaper, and I just went with the more expensive one that had better reviews. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm curious, what year is your truck? And what color? Because us Chevy guys like our Chevys, but sometimes they give us problems. So let me know if that helps, if it works. If it doesn't work, thanks, bye.